Hello everyone, and this week we will be working on motion tweens, which is the last kind of tweening that we have available to us. I saved it for last because it's kind of the most complicated. But it's one that allows us to draw things along a path, as you can see here, having them go around in circles. This was not something we could do with the other kinds of tweens. The classic tween does not allow for any kind of curved path or any path at all, really. Whereas this one we can see the path. Now, to review, um, first one we learned was the classic tween, the one that turns purple and the one where we have to add keyframes, change them, then add a tween. And that's good for most things. It's going to be your workhorse tweening. Skipping down to the bottom, we also went over shape tweens, which very limited utility, but if that's what you need, then that's what you're going to have to use. It works a lot like the classic tween. You put down two keyframes. We used it for the masks. We've used it for a couple things, right? But the motion tween is going to work a little bit differently. We're not going to put down multiple keyframes first. Do not put down multiple keyframes first. You literally just you start a tween and then you go from there. And this is going to from here on out be called the green one. However, some of the video you will be watching today and was made only a few months ago, but it was made on an older version of Animate. So this is what it will look like for you. It'll be green unless you sometimes when you have other things selected, it turns yellow. And then when you go back on that layer, it turns green, right? So it's this pale green color and it means you've got a tween going on. If you were to look up anything about motion tweens that predates yesterday practically, including in your book, it will be blue. So this is what it looked like when I made the rest of the video only about 4 months ago. And it is a blue tween in the timeline. Pretty much everything works the same. There'll be a point afterwards where I go over the differences. One of them is that depending on where you are in here, you can, when you're selecting things, you can, nope, nope, nope. You can see kind of a preview of what the whole path is there. I find it annoying and I wish I could turn it off. I've yet to figure out how. But otherwise, that is the only difference I can find so far with how these things work. So looks slightly different, but all the functions are the same. All right, so I am sorry that is a little bit confusing. The color is going to change a little bit. But the problem is, besides not having time to remake a video, your book is going to look like the old way. It's going to look like this, and any other tutorials you find online are probably going to look like this because it just recently changed. All right, so whether it's blue or green, that's your motion tween. That is what we'll be working with today.